Hi Yogi, it's Bri. Welcome to 21 Day Yoga Sweat. In this class, we'll tone our arms and our shoulders. If you need any props for your practice, go ahead and grab them and join me on your mat when you're ready. Let's get started. We'll get started in child's pose. Big toes touching, little space between your heels. You can have your knees apart if you need a little more space or together for more support. Take your arms forward and your forehead down. Relax your arms for now. Let the weight of your hips drop back onto your heels. Take a big breath in with me here. And sigh it out. And just allow all of the tension from your body and your mind to release. Find your Ujjayi breath, just that slight restriction of the muscles in the back of your throat. Even out your inhalations, equalize them with your exhalations. And once you feel like you've arrived in your body on your mat, inhale and join me in your tabletop position. Hands underneath your shoulders, knees right underneath your hips. Make sure your hands are shoulders distance, your knees hips width apart. So in this practice, we're going to build upon our flow and end up flowing quite quickly through our sequence. So I want to build upon it with our arms. With your hands underneath your shoulders, grip firmly with your fingertips. We'll start with a warm-up before we actually begin the flow. So from here, just begin to move forward and back. So the shoulders go forward beyond the wrists, feeling the heels of the hands push down, and then back. As you go back, feel the fingertips push down. So you want this much energy in your hands as you move forward and back. Make sure to feel the knuckles, the base knuckles, really rooting down into the mat. Now turning this forward and back into a clockwise circle. Just feeling the mobility of your wrists, turning on the muscles in your hands and in your forearms. Make sure to accompany this movement with some breathing. Then go counterclockwise, still feeling strength through the hands, gripping down, allowing that energy and that strength to rise up all the way to the shoulders. And then coming back to stillness right at center. Before we do our cat-cows, which are a great way to articulate the spine, I want you to feel the mobility of the shoulders. So first we're going to draw the shoulder blades up towards the ears. Now we don't really do this in yoga, but it's actually not that bad for you. And then from there, you're going to draw the shoulder blades down towards your hips. Draw the ribs and the navel in as you do this. So shoulder blades up towards the ears and then down towards the hips. Just feeling your elevation of your shoulder blades, keeping the ribs in, and then your depression of your shoulder blades. Now go into elevation, shoulder blades up, then retraction, so draw your shoulder blades together. They'll naturally draw down. Then draw your shoulder blades down a bit more and protract, so starting to get a bit more of that cat-cow action. Protract the shoulder blades as much as you can. One more round like that. Elevate your shoulder blades. Retract, which naturally draws them down a bit. Then depress, really draw the shoulder blades down, ribs in, inhale. And as you exhale, protract the shoulder blades, still feeling the fingertips gripping, the index knuckles really pushing down. And then inhale to center. Now for something familiar in yoga, let's do some cat-cows. Find your back bend first, so draw the shoulder blades down and together. Begin to take your gaze forward, let the sits bones rise. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale, round. Push down through the fingertips and the base knuckles. Drop your chin to your chest. Really pull the navel in. Protract the shoulder blades. 3 more rounds like that. Inhale into your back bend. Exhale, round. 2 more. Inhale. And exhale. Push and round. Last one. Inhale, back bend. And exhale, round. Inhale to a neutral spine. Just sit back onto your heels for a second. If you can't sit back onto your heels like me, just find a comfortable seat. Take your hands out in front of you. Make a fist with your left hand. Take the back of your left hand into the palm of your right hand and just pull the hand in towards you. So you're just stretching into the top of your wrist and your forearms, getting the wrists a bit more countered, and really finding the engagement on the inside of the forearm. Open your left hand, pull the fingertips back. And then to the other side, making a fist with your right hand, back of your right hand into the palm of your left hand, straighten the arms. The more you push the fingertips towards the inside of the right forearm, the more you'll feel this. Try to feel that lengthening in the back of the forearm, the strengthening of the inside of it. And then open your right fingers, pull the fingertips back. All right, yogis, let's begin to build our flow. In your tabletop position, bring your feet and knees together. Take your right hand down right underneath your face so it's at the middle of your mat. And inhale, take your left arm up towards the sky. This is not that easy for me, actually. So if it's easy for you, you might be putting it a little bit too much into your hips. So make sure your hips are as squared as possible. Squeeze the inner thighs and rotate your left shoulder open from the head of your left shoulder. Draw your ribs in, push down through your right hand, take a deep inhalation. Really feel the shoulder blades begin to draw together. Twist open a little bit more. And exhale, take your left arm underneath your right. So the great thing about this ladder flow style, bring your left side of your head down. Right hand behind your back, grab a hold of your left inner thigh. Is that we hold new poses every round, but as we progress, those poses that we held in this current round will flow through in the next round. So if you don't like something or something is challenging to you, just keep that in mind. Twist your right shoulder open even more. Keep the ribs and the navel in, just beginning to feel the front of that right shoulder, the collarbones expand. Inhale, stretch your right arm up towards the sky. Exhale, right hand comes down in front of your face and push down through your right hand. Come back to that open position that we love so much. Inhale. And as you exhale, left hand comes down, shoulders squared to the mat. Take your left palm forward, stretch your left arm forward. Fingertips facing the front of the mat. Tuck your toes under. So we're going to lift the knees up on this single right hand here, coming into a one-arm downward facing dog. It'll be quite short in terms of the space between your feet and your right hand, so it should be a bit easier. If you can't get your heels to the ground, go ahead and step forward just a little bit more, bearing weight firmly through your right hand. Inhale, slowly lift your right leg up towards the sky. Finding a bit of a counterbalance here. As you exhale, step your right foot forward around your right hand. Not an easy transition. Place your left knee down onto the ground and rise up into Anjaneyasana. If your left knee is feeling a bit tender, you can always fold your mat up underneath your left knee. Toes can be tucked under or untucked, whatever works for you. Push down through the right heel. Begin to draw isometrically the right foot towards the back of the mat. Feel the inner thighs firm in. As you inhale, lengthen through the sides of your waist. As you exhale, draw your navel in towards the spine. Turn your palms forward, and as if you're pulling yourself up on a bar, really begin to grip with your hands, making a fist, and pull your hands down next to the sides of your shoulders. So the elbows are out, kind of like a cactus or robot arms. Take a deep breath in, puff the chest up, feel the back body begin to engage. As you exhale, squeeze the forearms and your elbows together, protracting the shoulder blades, the same action that we worked on in our warm-up. We'll do a couple more of those. Inhale, open the arms, find your back bend, the back body engages. As you exhale, ribs in, stretch your arms back up towards that full reach in Anjane. Inhale, exhale, pull down. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, squeeze in, protract the shoulder blades, ribs in. Inhale, open. Exhale, stretch up, ribs in. Inhale, pull down. Exhale, squeeze in. Inhale, open. Exhale, reach up. Last one. Inhale, pull down. Exhale, squeeze in. Inhale, open. Exhale, reach up, open your arms, palms facing one another. Exhale, left hand comes down, right arm reaches up into a simple twist. Tuck your left toes under, lift your left knee up off the ground. Spin to the pinky toe edge of your left foot. Really feel the weight in your left hand and step your right foot behind your left knee on the ground. So the left leg is in a side plank position. You're on the ball of your right foot. Reach your right arm up and overhead and push down through your left hand so the left shoulder blade really draws underneath you. Lift your chest up and over it. Inhale. Exhale, right hand comes down to the right side of the mat. Bring the pinky toe edge of your right foot down in line with your right hand, side plank on the right side. Stretch your left arm up to stack it over your right. Squeeze the inner thighs together, engage your glutes. Try to square your hips to the left side of the mat. Push down through your right hand, lift your hips up even more. If your arms are really working right now, good, because that's what this class is all about. Inhale and exhale, come into plank pose. Feet together or hips width, up to you. Shift forward to the tips of your toes. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra, since it's your first one. Do what feels right in your body. Pull the shoulder blades down, expand the heart open, collarbone spreading wide. Now, instead of straight back to down dog, tuck your toes under, pull your navel up, lower down back to chaturanga, squeeze the pecs as you push back up to plank, and then downward facing dog. Whew. Great job. So building the first part of that flow, we did that right side, so we'll move into our left side. Come into your tabletop position, knees together. Take your left hand down underneath your face, and inhale, reach your right arm up towards the sky. So just based on the fact that we're always very asymmetrical in our bodies, one side is going to be harder or easier than the other. This one's much harder for me. So as you push down, squeeze your inner thighs together. Begin to broaden across that right collarbone. Push the right shoulder open rather than the hand open from your shoulder. Inhale. Exhale, thread the needle. Right arm goes underneath your left. Bring the right side of your face down. Take your left arm up and behind your back. Grab a hold of your right inner thigh and peel your left shoulder open. Should feel pretty good. I know it feels good in my body after, well, that work we did on the right side. The good news is that we're going to do it again, just on the other side. Inhale, stretch your left arm up. Exhale, left hand comes down in front of your face. Now really push down, squeeze your pecs right in your chest here on that left side to push your left arm back to straight. Right arm stretches up towards the sky. Then take your right hand down, turn the right arm forward, stretch your right arm forward towards the front of the mat. Tuck your toes under, lift your knees up off the ground. From here, really push down through your left hand. Push down through your heels. Inhale, reach your left leg, up and back. Try to find that balance, squeeze the core. Exhale, step your left foot around your left hand. Right knee comes down. Inhale, rise up into Anjaneyasana. Ground down through your left heel. Pull isometrically back to feel that lift, Mula Bandha, right? That lift from the perineum up. Lengthen through the back body, the sides of your waist. Draw your ribs and navel in. Turn your palms forward. Grip that imaginary bar. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, pull down. Elbows in line with the shoulders. Inhale. Exhale, elbows together. Protract the shoulder blades. Inhale, open. Back bend. Exhale, straighten the arms back up. Ribs in. Inhale, pull down. Exhale, squeeze together. Inhale, open. Exhale, straighten the arms. 3 more. Inhale, pull down. Lift the chest. Exhale, protract, squeeze. Inhale, open. Exhale, reach up. 2 more. Inhale, pull down. Exhale, squeeze, protract. Inhale, open. Exhale, reach up. Last one. Inhale, pull down. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, open. Exhale, reach up. Turn the palms in towards one another. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, right hand comes down, left arm spins up towards the sky into a simple twist. Tuck your right toes under, lift your right knee up off the ground. Now, if you know you have trouble balancing, look down at your right hand, really grip with the fingertips. Feel your right arm really strengthen, the right shoulder blade draw down. With your right knee off the ground, spin to the pinky toe edge of the right foot. Right leg should be straight like a side plank. Flip your dog over. So your left foot steps behind your right knee. Puff your chest up over your right shoulder blade. Stretch your left arm up and overhead. Inhale. Exhale, side plank, Vashisthasana on your left hand, pinky toe edge of the left foot. Stack your feet, legs, hips, and shoulders. Now find the contraction between the thighs, squeezing in. Engage your glutes, push down through your left hand, and really crunch the obliques on your left side. Inhale. Exhale, plank pose. Imagine that you're trying to crease the mat up between your hands. Really squeeze the hands, the inner arms together. Shift forward to the tips of the toes. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra if needed. Exhale, back to chaturanga. Inhale, plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Whew. Great job. Take a deep breath in. Sigh it out. So this is yoga sweat. So we're going to continuously move as much as we can to really get our blood flowing and hopefully get some sweat out of those pores. Feet together, shift forward into tabletop position. Take your right hand down underneath your right shoulder, underneath your face, and inhale, reach your left arm up. Exhale, thread the needle. Inhale, back up towards the sky. Exhale, square the shoulders, take your left arm forward, lift your knees up off the ground, stretch your right leg up and back, try not to fall, step your right foot forward. Whew. Left knee comes down, inhale, reach the arms up. So in order to keep flowing, we'll remove some of those reps. So instead of doing our yummy reps in the shoulders, we'll use it just to lift ourselves up. Palms forward, grip that imaginary bar, push down through your right heel, ball of the left foot, and pull the elbows down as you lift your left knee up off the ground. Good. Inhale, we're in a crescent-like position with our legs. As you exhale, protract, ribs in, squeeze the elbows together. Keep that protraction, keep the ribs in, stretch your arms up towards the sky and hold in this crescent position. Squeeze the inner thighs together, bend into your right knee, feel the weight in your right heel. Squeeze back with that right heel, find isometric engagement in the hamstring. Inhale. As you exhale, lean forward, draw your ribs in, and lift off into your warrior three. Find your balance looking directly down. Draw your right hip back and in towards the midline. Now turn your hands out and swim your arms back as if you're going to interlace your fingers. Don't though. Take it back towards the front with your arms so the palms, back of the palms are meeting. Palms together. Turn the thumbs down, swim again like you're swimming forward. Turn the palms forward, squeeze the palms together. Two more. Turn the thumbs down, swim back in your warrior three. Turn the palms forward, squeeze the ribs and the arms together. Last one. Swim back and interlace your fingers. Press your palms together. Draw the shoulder blades away from the ears. Really straighten your right leg. Then from here, with the engagement of your quads and your hamstrings and your glutes, bend your right knee, step your left foot back, reach your arms up, crescent. Exhale, left hand down, right arm up straight into your flip dog. Lift your heart up high, inhale. Exhale, right hand down, side plank. Lift your left arm up, inhale. Exhale, straight to chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Starting to breathe a little more heavy, hopefully. Going straight to that other side, feet together, knees down. Left hand down underneath your face, right arm up towards the sky. Inhale. Exhale, thread the needle. Inhale, stretch back up. Exhale, take the palm down, then forward. Tuck your toes under, lift your knees off the ground. Stretch your left leg back. The right hand can be on the fingertips if this transition has been too difficult for you. I guess I should have mentioned that. Or keep it off the ground. Step your left foot forward. Right knee comes down. Inhale, rise up. Anjane on the left side. Turn your palms forward. Grip that imaginary bar. And as you pull down, lift your right knee up off the ground. From here, really find your balance. If you're toppling over, widen your stance a bit. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, protract the shoulder blades. Draw your ribs in, elbows together. Open the palms and stretch your arms up towards the sky. Crescent pose. Bend into your left knee. We're gonna hold this. Feel your left heel really ground down and pull it back isometrically. You'll feel that action turn on your adductors between your thighs and really help you stabilize. Inhale. Exhale, lean over your left leg. Come to the very tippy toes of your right foot and lift off, warrior three. If you find yourself wobbling in this position, you can brace yourself if needed. Really make sure your left toes point forward. Lift the quad on your left leg to help you balance the straightening of the leg. Squeeze the thighs together, draw your ribs and navel in. Arms forward, turn the thumbs down, and swim the arms back behind you, lifting the chest. Inhale, turn the palms forward, squeeze the ribs in, palms together. Exhale, swim, lift the chest. 2 more. Inhale, exhale, swim. Last one. Inhale, exhale, swim the hands behind the back, interlace the fingers. Bend into your left knee. Step back, crescent pose. Lift your heart up, the arms reach up as well. Exhale, right hand comes down. Flip your dog over, pinky toe edge of the right foot, lift your heart up high. Exhale, left hand comes down, side plank on the left side. Lift up your hips with that right arm. Inhale, exhale, chaturanga, straight to it. Inhale, back bend. Back to chaturanga, exhale, plank, and downward facing dog. Great job, take a deep breath in, sigh it out. Let's move forward, feet together. So we'll take everything we just did, flow through it, and add on to it. Knees come down, right hand underneath your face. Inhale, left arm reaches up. Exhale, left shoulder underneath. Inhale, reach your left arm back up, I should say. Exhale, square the shoulders. Take your left arm forward, tuck the toes under, lift the knees off the ground, lift your right leg up. Brace if you need to with your left fingertips. Step your right foot forward. Left knee comes down. Inhale, rise up, Anjane. Pull on that bar. Exhale, lift up, crescent pose. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, squeeze the elbows together, ribs in. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, lean forward into that warrior three position. Turn your hands behind you. Inhale, swim back with your fingertips interlacing behind your back. Inhale, lift your heart up high. As you exhale, draw the ribs in. Keep reaching the knuckles back towards your left heel. Notice my left toes are pointing. You can flex the foot if that feels better. It's up to you. Now begin to bend your right knee, just like we did on the other side. And slowly lower your chest, or your ribs, I should say, over your right thigh. If you can balance here, you begin to drop your head, maybe even straighten the right leg. Ooh, that's a tough balance. And drop your hands down onto the mat. All right, yogi, so this is our super round. So we're gonna add in all of the elements of this entire flow now to this round. Okay, so step your right foot back to the middle of your mat. Your palms flat underneath your shoulders. Draw your ribs in, gaze between your wrists. Come high up onto the ball of your right foot, bend the right knee, and just to your best ability, take 4 hops off of your right foot. It doesn't really matter how high you're getting. If you're getting into that handstand, after that 4th hop, step your right foot down. Then take your right fingertips underneath your right shoulder. Find your balance. Begin to open your hips first, and then your left shoulder stacks over your right, Ardha Chandrasana. Flex into your right foot. Draw the ribs and the navel in. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, bend into your right knee as slowly as you can. Step back, warrior 2 position. As you bend into your right knee, take your right knee to stack right over. It doesn't really stack over the right toe, but it's pointing into the direction of your second toe. Gaze over your right fingertips. Take a deep breath in, lengthen through the sides of the waist, and exhale, bend a bit deeper into that warrior 2. Flip your right palm. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, Parshva Konasana. So you can always come here, right knee or right elbow over the right knee or on top of it, left hand up towards the sky, or if you can get there, right fingertips down to the ground on the inside of your right foot. We're going for that half bind first. Right hand behind your back, grab a hold of your right inner thigh. If you can take it deeper, take your right arm underneath, grab a hold of your fingers behind you, twist your left shoulder open, really begin to feel your right quads, your right hip and hamstrings working. Push down through your right foot. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale from here, take your right hand forward and just windmill onto the ball of your left foot. Your left arm is forward, your right arm is back. Take your upper body into a twist. Turning the palms towards the right side of your mat. Take your right hand to your left hip. Flip your left palm and inhale. Reverse your crescent pose. Exhale, twist your left elbow to the outside of your right knee. Palms together. Try to push down through your left elbow and revolve your chest open. So try not to let your hips go with you. Squeeze the inner thighs. Revolve open until you feel like your hands in prayer are at the center of your chest. Look down. Find your balance as you lean into your right heel, less weight on your left foot. Step your left foot next to your right foot into a twisted chair. First, before you revolve open again, make sure that your knees are parallel. Squeeze the inner thighs and then push down through your left elbow to revolve at the waist, maybe at the shoulders. Deep breath in. My legs are burning, hopefully yours are too. Inhale, 2-chair pose. Rise up onto the balls of your feet and squat down onto your heels. We're going to go into crow position, so just hop your feet back a bit. Kakasana, hands underneath your shoulders. Lift your hips up, protract your shoulder blades, just like we've been working on since the beginning. Bend your elbows and bring your knees as high as you can onto your triceps. Maybe one foot lifts up off the ground, point your toes, pull your heel towards your butt, and maybe it's both. So if you can or can't balance, if you can't balance here, keep one foot on the ground and squeeze the shoulder blades together. Let the elbows go out. We're going to do a push-up. Inhale, exhale, round and protract. Okay, if you can balance, do that. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, drop the chest. Exhale, woo. Exhale, round and protract. 2 more. Inhale, drop down. Exhale, protract. Last one. Inhale, drop down. Exhale, protract. Jump back, chaturanga. Inhale, plank. Flip your dog over on the left side. Right foot drops behind you. Lift your heart up high. Inhale. Exhale, right hand comes down. Take your side plank on your right side. Lift your hips up. Reach your left arm up. Now, adding in something extra for your arms, bring your left forearm down. Spin to the pinky toe edge of your left foot. Reach your right arm up. Pull your left elbow towards your left heel. Inhale as you lift your hips up high. Exhale, right forearm comes down in your forearm plank pose. You can have your elbows, you should have your elbows shoulders distance. You can have your palms together if that's easier for your body. I personally like that more. Inhale fully. Exhale, walk your feet in, dolphin pose. Walk in, but not too much. You want to be able to still keep the shoulders back behind the elbows. Lift the hips up as high as you can. Inhale, and exhale, the heels come down as much as you can. Look forward. If your palms are together, take them apart. Take the hands a little bit wider than your elbows. Come high up on your toes. Inhale, bend the knees, and exhale, lift your elbows up back to plank pose, then back to downward facing dog. Whew. So that's the full flow, yogis. Hopefully it's making you sweat and work. It's toning and sculpting your arms. Let's work towards that other side. Now that we know where we're going, we might be able to move through it a little more fluidly. Feet together. Inhale, shift forward and knees come down into your tabletop position. Left hand down, right arm up. Inhale. Exhale, thread the needle. Inhale, reach your right arm back up. Exhale, square your shoulders, reach your right arm forward, lift your knees off the ground, stretch your left leg up and back. Inhale. Exhale, step your left foot forward around that left hand. Right knee comes down. Inhale, reach your arms up. Grab a hold of that imaginary bar. Exhale, pull down to lift up into your crescent pose. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, squeeze your elbows. Inhale, arms stretch. Exhale, warrior 3. Turn your hands out. Inhale, sweep the hands behind you, interlace your fingers. Squeeze your palms together. Find that balance on that left foot. Squeeze the left hip in towards the midline, your ribs in. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, little bend in your left knee, fold your ribs down over your left thigh. Call this grasshopper. We're balancing on that one left foot. See if you can drop your head down, lift your right leg up a little bit higher. Woo. And bring your fingertips down to the ground. Inhale to a flat back. Hop your left foot back to the center of your mat. Bring your palms down for your handstand hops. Grip with your fingertips, ribs navel in, gaze between the wrists. Rise to the ball of your left foot. Bend your left knee, and as you exhale, hop up. Do that 3 more times. It doesn't quite matter how high, just getting that strength into your arms and shoulders. 1 more. Left foot down, right leg lifted. Come onto your left fingertips. Make sure they're in line with your left foot, and open your right hip to the right. Reach your right arm up towards the sky. Flex your right foot. Ardha Chandrasana. Gazing down with your ribs and navel drawing in. Bend into your left knee. And slowly step back into Virabhadrasana 2. Take a deep breath in. Lengthen through the sides of the waist. Open the arms. Gaze over your left fingertips. As you exhale, bend into your left knee. Flip your left palm. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, left elbow to the top of your left thigh. Now you can stay here, right arm up towards the sky, right hand behind your back. Grab a hold of what you can for that half bind. If you can move a bit deeper, the left fingertips come down, or you come into your full bind here, left arm underneath your left thigh. Revolve your right shoulder open. Push down through your left foot. Inhale, rise up, warrior 2. Now, just change the position of the arm. So the right arm windmills forward, left arm back, spin to the ball of your right foot. From here, begin to twist the left shoulder back, the chest towards the left side of the mat. Flip your right palm. Inhale, reverse your crescent. Exhale, right elbow to the outside of your left knee. Hands to your heart. So you're wondering, how is a twist like this about the shoulders or the arms? Well, first, this twist is about the legs, stabilizing you, but the engagement of the back body, right, the shoulder blades drawing down and together, is what is really going to revolve your chest open. Look down. Find more weight in your left foot. Step your right foot next to your left. Bend deeply. Make sure your knees are aligned with one another. And do that same action. Draw the shoulder blades down and together. Inhale, back to chair. Come onto the balls of your feet. And exhale, knees open, hips on your heels. Hands underneath your shoulders. Lift your hips up once again, bend the elbows, and bring your knees high up onto the triceps. So if you did 1 foot last time, just change whatever foot it was that was stabilizing or kickstanding you here. Drop your chest, protract the shoulders. Drop your chest, protract the shoulders. If you want to try it with no kickstand, try it with me. It is not easy. Last one. And jump back, chaturanga. Inhale, plank. We'll flip the dog on the right side. Step the left foot behind you. Lift your heart up high. Inhale. Exhale, left hand comes down. Side plank on the pinky toe edge of your left foot. Right arm up. Inhale. Exhale, right elbow comes down. Forearm side plank on the right side. Same thing as side plank, just a little bit harder. Pull your right elbow towards your right heel. Inhale. Exhale, left forearm comes down into your forearm plank. I like my feet together for this. I squeeze my inner thighs and my glutes, really protracting the shoulder blades and navel in. Interlace your fingers, palms together if that works. Walk your feet in for your dolphin position. Really squeeze the elbows together. Push down through the elbows, but instead of dumping your chest back, think about lifting your hips up high. Inhale. And as you exhale, heels root heavily towards the earth. It doesn't quite matter if they touch or not. Now here's your chance before we close our practice to go upside down. So it's either Shirsasana A, put the crown of your head down, lift one leg up and then the other. You're always welcome to use a wall if you're feeling like you need the support of a wall. Nothing is wrong with that. Or you could take it into your Pincha Mayurasana. That's just gazing down at your space between the wrists, really, and lifting one leg up and maybe one day the other. Inhale. Exhale, bring your shins down and lower the hips back into your child's pose. Back to where we started, forehead down on the mat. Relax your arms, but this time take your arms back next to your hips. Take a deep breath in and sigh it out. If your neck is feeling any tension, you can rise up onto the crown of your head, tuck your chin to your chest. Let the shoulders feel heavy and just press a bit of weight into the back of the crown of your head. So it's as if the hips are coming over a bit more. Inhale and exhale, release back into your child's pose. Just let the weight of your body drop down. Marinate in your sweat and in the hard work you've put and focus that you put into this practice. Thank you so much for toning and sculpting your arms in this ladder flow yoga sweat sequence. Take your fingertips underneath your shoulders. Inhale, lift up to seated. Hopefully this is energizing you and balancing you in many ways. I know sweating always makes me feel good. See you again soon on the mat. Namaste.